Hello everyone, my name is Hassan and welcome to Living Knowledge. Today I would like to share with you how you can learn programming using a simple tool that I believe everyone has already installed on the computer, which is the computer browser. Usually we would use the computer browser to browse the internet. For example, if I type in Google, how to code, and it gives me back some search results that allows me to learn how to code. But actually, you can code and you can learn how to code within the browser itself. And the way to do that, now this depends on which browser you are using. For myself, I'm using Chrome, and that tool is available under More Tools and Developer Tools. This may vary from browser to browser. I know that Internet Explorer and Firefox has this feature available, and it's called around the same term, using developer tools or developer mode. So try to find that option in the menu of your own browser. Now I click on the developer tools and it opens with the console. Now let me try to open a fresh window and do that again. Developer tools. All right. Now there are several tabs in the developer tools. There is elements, and the element basically shows you your layout and content for the website. And you can see the word you have gone incognito in the elements tab. And this language is the HTML language, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Most often we use this language to build our web layout and put our contents or text. Well, it can be text, image, sound, and so on. But the more interesting part of the developer tools is the console. The console gives us access to the JavaScript programming environment. So JavaScript is one of the many languages available to a programmer. Now I'm going to show you some basics of programming. Generally, programming, I hope you can see what I'm writing on the screen, involves two things. One is process, and the other one is data. So the idea is we would like to feed some data into the process, and we may get some data out from the process. Let me show you an example how I can do that. Let's say I have this data, and this data is a number. So the data is 10. Now I'm going to use that and multiply it with 3. So multiplication is a process. Multiplication is a process. The data involved here is 10, so 10 going in, and 3. And the process itself is multiplication. Now, when I press enter, actually the result is already shown there, but just to complete that instruction or that process, I press enter, and the computer gives back the result to me. And that result is 30. And that 30 is also data, and that data is coming out of the process. And generally, all kind of programming at the most fundamental level works this way. You feed in some data into a process, and you expect some data coming out of that process. Process is about doing. Data is about information. Right, now I'm going to clear this drawing. And I'm going to show you more programming instructions. So I can use JavaScript language as a calculator. In fact, this is available or possible with many programming languages, with most programming languages. 5 divided by 2 gets me 2.5, and so on. Right, so each of these instructions is also called a sequence, and generally a sequence of code or a sequence of instructions, they will be executed from top to bottom. Right, and usually when working with a computer, we would like to interact with a computer. We would like to communicate with a computer. And the way we do that generally is by typing the command, and then the computer prints something back to us. Now, there are many ways of printing or displaying data, displaying output from a process. We can also use alert, specifically in a web browser with JavaScript, and put in some instruction. And that will show me the result in a pop-up. So the result of that calculation is shown in the pop-up. I can also use console.log and put 10 times 5, and that will just print the result on the console itself. Now I'm going to show you how to use variables. Right. Variables are generally storage for your data. This is how I declare a variable. A is the label or the name of that storage. Now I put the value 10 into A, and if I alert A, this will show me the data contained in A. So A contains 10. Now if I change the value of A and do exactly the same sequence, this will show me the latest value of A. So a variable generally contains only a single value at any particular time. And if I do another operation with A, so here I'm saying use A, multiply it by 3, and then put it back into A. So this kind of process, this kind of operation, it involves multiple operations. And what will happen is the right-hand side, the instruction within the parentheses or within the round brackets will be executed first. And then the result of that will be stored on the left-hand side. Let me repeat that again. First, the value of A, which is currently 15, will be multiplied by 3, and that will give you 45. So we do this part first, and then we put the value of 45 into A. So this happens first, and this happens last. Now I'm going to execute that operation. Let me just clear the drawing first. And then I'm going to alert A, although the answer is already displayed there, but I would like to show it in a pop-up. And there we go. We have 45 there. I guess that should be it for today. I will keep on uploading new videos, new lessons from time to time. I hope you enjoyed your first dip into JavaScript programming language, and keep on practicing. Until we meet again, goodbye for now.